Hey yo, GOAT format players, it's Skilled Brown Magician here, and I have a showcase duel with the last deck that I just profiled. So we have a final countdown replay, and it's actually against a really spicy version of Warriors that plays a lot of unconventional cards in the main. So the cards that he's playing, they're actually really problematic for the deck that we run, and this duel kind of gets to address a card that many of you guys were concerned about, Royal Decree. So you'll get to see a replay where this deck still has to deal with Royal Decree. Okay, so my opening hand, it's pretty strong, and I'm happy about it because anytime I see a monster with Gravity Bind or skill Drain, I'm happy. Right? Big Shield plus Gravity Drain or Gravity Bind and Skill Drain is the lock that we're looking for. And what's better is that I even have a Solemn Judgment to back it up. But just to protect those cards first, I'm going to set a Wapaku first to bait out an MST Dust Tornado, but nothing, and that's fine. And I thought I was protecting my back row, but he hits me with Delinquent, and that's kind of stuff, it just happens. And fortunately, he hits a 1, but he gets rid of Big Shield instead of Solemn. So I'm really happy about that, and you'll see why that's a big deal later. So I already dealt with Delinquent Duo, which can be problematic for this deck, but I still have enough. And here he hits me with even more spice. He has Smashing Ground. Destroy one face-up monster your opponent controls that has the highest defense. Wow, what a perfect time to use it. He clears my wall immediately. So now I have no monsters. He got rid of both of my big shields. So this is looking like it might be an issue. But I draw into the win con, which is good. Because you want to draw into it early, otherwise all of your resources you're using to defend are wasted for nothing. So here we go. I have Gravity Bind, and he pops the Royal Decree right away, but I have the Solemn. So thank goodness he didn't get rid of Solemn earlier, otherwise I would have been in a really horrible spot. I would have had nothing to defend. So I get rid of Solemn, and I get the replacement, which is Fake Trap, which protects against Heavy, MST, Dust Tornado, Breaker, but Fake Trap does not protect against Decree because it only protects against traps that destroy or effects that destroy traps. So I draw into Threatening Roar. What a great card. Chainable, and it basically locks down your opponent for a turn from touching your life points. It's chainable to things like Giant Trunade, Heavy, MST. Draw into Compulse, which could be really good. I like that card. It's offensive and defensive. And in this deck, it's just defensive and more defensive. I draw into a negate attack, but I can't do anything now. Everything's set. And we draw into a MS level 2. It gets under Gravity Bind and pokes for 900, which is really respectable, considering that I only have 3,000 life points. So I have so many things that I could have stopped it with. Threatening Roar, Compulse, but I let it go through. It's not an immediate threat. And we're at turn 11, so we're getting close, over halfway there. He attacks for 900 again, and this time I say, okay, that's enough. I'm going to stop it. Now I have space to activate. I draw into 2 more, and I'm not going to set the Solemn yet. I'm going to set a negate attack, because I know negate attack can answer his threat right now. So he attacks, and I decide I'm not going to let it through. So he misclicks here, and he returns the injection back to deck, and he gets his, I think he has a second copy, yeah, of MS level 2. So he has another copy, and I'm surprised that he doesn't normal summon again. So now I'm going to set the Solemn. And I'm feeling pretty comfortable because I have a Solemn, Gravity, Waboku, which is useless. Fake Trap is useful right now. And I have a Negate Attack, which I use. And now I'm just starting to accumulate so many powerful traps in hand. And especially, uh, it's powerful because I know that I have answers to the one thing that he's trying to do, which is just try to attack for life points. And I have so many things that can prevent that in the deck. I finally draw into my last copy of Big Shield, and he uses his knock, he flips it over, and then he hits me with Smashing Ground, and Smashing Ground doesn't target either, so clears it right away. Summons the second copy, goes in for 2 attacks. We're at turn 18 in the final countdown. I let one go through. The second, I let it go through. I decide, it's not a threat to me right now. I don't want to be preemptive. I only want to activate my Solemn if I absolutely need to, if it's going to cost game. So let's take stock of what we have. He has 2 MS level 2 for 1800 damage. He only needs to attack and get 1 through, but I have my Solemn. Waboku doesn't help. Fake Trap doesn't help right now. Negate Attack is the only one holding the line. Negate Attack and Solemn. He pops the Decree. I activate Solemn. I go down to 150. He goes into battle phase. And that is why I think Negate Attack is so powerful. You can't even activate Royal Decree in response to Negate Attack. The only thing you can activate is a Solemn, or if you have 7 Tools of the Bandit. So this is a spell speed 3. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, target the attacking monster, negate the attack, and straight up end the battle phase. And that is going to do it. That is the final countdown. Really interesting duel. I really appreciated how he was still able to play around so many of my annoying cards. It was a super tight duel, really came down to the last second here. Yeah, he didn't really have much else, so what a great duel. Thanks for watching. Uh, Enjoy the video, and until I see you in the next one, peace.